So listen up, guys. Maybe, hopefully, you can draw some inspiration from this. That's the train that's coming. It's a little bit noisy. But people, many people, just gonna wait for the train to pass. It's a little bit noisy. You could hear that. So noisy. So this is what it is. So many of us spend so much time trying to correct our friends, family members, and just people that we meet. Generally, people around us, everybody that we meet, we're trying to, that we encounter. Simple conversation turns out to be argumentative, because we're trying to correct them. Why? Why do you need to correct somebody? These are simple things. If all that time you're trying to correct somebody, tell you the truth, guys, if you spend that time trying to be with yourself, trying to understand yourself, trying to teach yourself something, that'll be more worthwhile. Because honestly, the person that you're trying to correct don't really care. Maybe stuff that you're trying to correct him is something that he doesn't even care about. Have no interest in being corrected, because it's not an important matter to that person. It might be important to you, but not necessarily important to him. And this is where the problem of correction comes in. We're thinking that everything that's important to you must be important to another person. It's a waste of time. And when the person doesn't accept your correction, you look at him as something is wrong with the person. But the truth of the matter is, nothing is wrong with the person, something is wrong with you. And don't get me wrong when I talked about correction. I'm talking about the persistence of telling somebody that small, tiny things in your life that doesn't really matter, that you don't really care about, that you're trying to correct them on. Minor issues, stuff that will not change your life, stuff will not enhance that person's life, stuff that even if you correct him and he took that correction, will not make any difference in nothing on the planet, his life or your life. But the truth is, the real story behind these people who finds it so hard to give up and something and a correction that they think is so important that nobody else thinks is important except for that person that's trying to do the correction. He's the only person that finds it important. Something that's not even significant in the other person's life. So the truth of the matter is, that person is really him correcting you. It's not really for your sake, it's for his sake. Because the correction is not really to put you in a better position. It's to really put that person feeling that, hey, they know something that you did not know. This stimulates them, motivates them, and makes them feel better just for that tiny little moment. That's all it is. A moment of winning and a moment of praise. They need to win, guys. Get off that train. They need to win. It's ridiculous. And stop pretending. Stop pretending that you're trying to do this for the other person's benefit. You're not. You're doing it for your own benefit. This is stuff that makes you feel better. It brings you, for some reason, it releases certain chemicals in your brain. That's almost like a high, like a drugs feeling of empowerment. And that's what it does. But what's so really wrong about this thing is that you're trying to pretend, trying to make the person feel like, hey, I was doing this for your benefit. But really you're not. When you do tell yourself those kind of lies, guys, you know what's happening? You're lying to yourself. And when you lie to yourself, it doesn't increase your intelligence, it decreases your intelligence. Because when you continuously lie to yourself, then your mind accepts these lies, and then you feel like you're doing something great, because that's what your mind tells you. Doing something great, I am somewhat intelligent, I'm somewhat better. These are the things that your mind tells you. So you continue in that lie. But the truth is, what you should be doing is you should be trying to study something, trying to read, read more books, trying to be a closer friend to somebody instead of correcting them, trying to be a better person towards your friends. Try to just listen and understand. And nobody needs a correction. Tell you the truth, nobody needs a correction. If somebody needs a correction, let them ask for it. And when they ask for it, then you corrected them. It's wasted energy. Why do you waste so much energy trying to correct other people? This is why you have so much pain and suffering in your mind. This is why you cannot be happy. Because you're saying, you're constantly thinking that everybody around you is hard-headed, everybody around you is stupid. But they're not stupid, they're not hard-headed. The stuff that matters to you just don't matter to them. And it's a waste of time for you. You just need to focus on managing yourself, managing your energy, and it's even yourself. How hard is it to manage yourself, to keep your mind sane? To wake up every day, go to work, come home, buy stuff, buy the necessity. That's difficult enough. Even trying to figure out life. Most of us can't ever figure out life. So if you can't ever do that for yourself, why you spend so much time worried about if somebody else is getting something right or wrong? Minor stuff. These are not life-changing correction. It's not like somebody's going to fall over a cliff and go 100 feet down and you said, stop, don't go. We're not talking about that. We're talking about minor little stuff. Tiny little stuff that don't really matter to anybody. That has no significant meaning. Stuff don't need correction. Some stuff is a life-changing event where you can helping somebody, and that's different. We're not supposed to be confusing this thing and thinking, let our mind fool us and trick us. That it's important to correct people. It's not important to correct people. These are minor stuff that doesn't really matter in life. Regardless if you correct it or not, it will not change your life. And even if you do not correct this person, you think they're going to die? They're going to go on living. Whether you exist or not, these people will continue living. They don't need you. Nobody really needs you, if you think about it. People, life, if you die tomorrow, what, you think the world stops? No, the world continue going. So what makes you think that your correction is so important to anybody? It's not. So please, guys, spend more time with yourself, teaching yourself, reflect on life, managing your life. Stop managing other people's life and focusing on how and making sure people are doing stuff right in your side, stuff that's important to you. All right? All right, bless up and take care.